Hello, this is Max. Due to a tragic twist of fate, the groom and the bride are forever separated, but the bride does not wish to let go of her husband. You can subscribe to the channel after watching. It helps us a lot in realizing the content. Amidst wedding preparations, Kate, the bride-to-be, meticulously oversees every aspect, dictating instructions to ensure everything aligns with her vision. Henry, trying to ease Kate's stress, advises her to take things less seriously, but Kate remains obstinate, chasing after an ice sculptor delivering an angel sculpture without wings. A disagreement ensues about the authenticity of the angel sculpture, involving Chloe, Henry's sister. Kate firmly asserts that angels must have wings, distinguishing them from humans. The argument persists, leading Kate to dismiss the sculptor and demand another angel sculpture with wings. Kate also questions a waitress, but when she spots the ice sculptor heading for her gardenias, she chases after his truck to prevent damage. In the process, the falling ice sculpture hits Kate, rendering her unconscious. Kate awakens in a white room with a woman in a white dress attempting to convey vital information. Kate's interruptions and attitude prompt the woman to bluntly inform her that she's deceased. Despite the woman's attempts to share important information, Kate refuses to listen, mocks her for lacking wings when told she's an angel, and aggravates the situation. The angel's patience wears thin, and she begins to vanish, prompting Kate to implore her to stay and reveal the critical information she needs. However, the angel disappears, leaving Kate alone until she starts fading away as well. Meanwhile, Ashley, a psychic running a catering business, faces interruptions during a reading due to a smoke alarm. Ashley discovers her assistant, Dan, dealing with burnt food in the kitchen. Frustrated, she attempts to clean up the mess. Chloe and Henry visit Ashley, seeking her help to contact Kate, who passed away a year ago, so that Henry can move on. Ashley, skeptical of her abilities, agrees to attempt communication with Kate but warns of potential challenges. Their initial attempt fails, leading them to try again. Distractions, such as extinguishing candles and Dan's kitchen noises, hamper their progress. Chloe becomes increasingly concerned about Henry's inability to move on and arranges dates for him, which he ignores. Chloe meets Ashley again, persuading her to pretend to communicate with Kate using Kate's diary. Reluctantly, Ashley agrees and pretends to have visions, gaining Henry's curiosity. Ashley and Henry engage in conversation, and Ashley brings up Kate and Henry's past. They attempt another psychic reading, but various distractions interrupt their session. Kate's ghost appears behind Henry's car, sparking an unexpected bond between Ashley and Henry. Kate's ghost rants while walking down the street, seemingly invisible to others. Shortly after, Kate encounters the ice sculptor, the man she believes caused her death. They converse, and Kate discovers that the sculptor also died due to drunk driving and is on a mission assigned by the angel. Unaware of her mission, Kate assumes it involves looking after Henry. The next day, she goes to Ashley's apartment. Surprisingly, Ashley can see Kate, who claims to have obtained Ashley's number from a yoga class and pretends to be grieving her friend's death. Ashley allows her inside. To conceal her true intentions, Kate introduces herself as Kayleen. As Ashley prepares to conduct a reading, Kate begins to act possessed, accusing Ashley of mocking her psychic abilities and warning of dire consequences if she continues to engage with Henry. She convincingly employs her ghostly abilities, even levitating. After her performance, Ashley asks Kate to leave, and Kate departs with a smile, believing she has successfully convinced Ashley to stay away from Henry. Meanwhile, Henry informs Chloe about his encounters with Ashley, who mentions specific details about him and Kate. He plans to meet Ashley again. Henry visits Ashley's apartment but finds Dan instead, who has been trying to get her attention. Ashley, feigning illness, avoids meeting Henry. Despite leaving numerous messages and even sending her a sandwich, Henry realizes Ashley is avoiding him and bids her farewell through a voice message. Chloe confronts Ashley about her avoidance of Henry, prompting Ashley to admit that she no longer wants to deceive him. Chloe provides Ashley with pictures of Kate and letters from her to use as material for further conversations with Henry. Seeing Kate's photo frustrates Ashley, and she urges Kate to reveal herself. Kate complies, and Ashley, surprisingly excited to see and converse with a ghost, discusses Henry with her. Kate attempts to discourage Ashley from pursuing a relationship with Henry, citing her mission to protect him and insisting that Ashley stay away from him. However, Ashley defies Kate's warnings and decides to challenge her by continuing to pursue Henry. The next day, she visits Henry at his clinic to apologize for her previous behavior and invites him to dinner. Kate, determined to intervene, starts playing pranks on Ashley to make her life miserable. One such prank involves tricking Ashley into leaving the gym shower with only a towel after a fake emergency announcement. In a dramatic turn of events, Ashley, in a bid to escape Kate's pranks, ends up inadvertently causing chaos at the gym. She runs with her eyes closed, advising everyone to evacuate until she spots Kate, realizing the source of the chaos. Later, during a date with Henry, Ashley clumsily spills hot dog sauce on her dress, prompting her to change into a large yellow shirt with a California print. Henry and Ashley playfully tease each other as they walk around, eventually stopping by some railings. As their conversation turns to Kate, Ashley can't help but inquire whether Henry's intention is to address Kate's business or if they are on a date. Despite some confusion, their undeniable chemistry leads Ashley to lean in and kiss Henry, resulting in a fun night. Henry walks Ashley back to her apartment and promises to call her before she enters. However, moments after Ashley goes inside, she hears a knock on her door, assuming it's Henry. She attempts to fix her appearance before opening the door but is met with a surprise, Kate. Kate confronts Ashley about her interactions with Henry, leading to a heated argument at the doorway. Ashley's neighbor witnesses the confrontation, and Ashley appears to be talking to herself about her embarrassing gym experience. The elderly lady eventually leaves, with her dog, Bingo, seemingly sensing Kate's presence. Excited by the revelation that animals can see Kate's ghost, Ashley decides to take action the next day. She visits Father Marks, a priest she knows, and asks him to exorcise Kate's ghost. Together, they return to Ashley's apartment, where Father Marks begins to pray to drive away the spirit. To Ashley's surprise, Kate's ghost appears, mocking her for bringing the priest. However, an unexpected twist occurs as Kate's body begins to disintegrate. Despite her plea for forgiveness, Kate eventually vanishes as Father Marks completes his prayer. Ashley is overjoyed to finally be rid of Kate. However, her happiness is short-lived as she soon witnesses Kate's ghost again and learns that Kate had faked her own disintegration, leaving Ashley in a state of shock and disbelief. Kate's relentless hunting of Ashley escalates, with the ghost following her everywhere, disrupting her sleep, and even bothering her while she cooks the next day. Frustrated and worn down, Ashley ultimately decides to give in and promises not to see Henry again. In return, Kate promises to stop her childish acts. Before parting ways, Ashley asks Kate if there's anything she'd like to say to Henry. Later that day, Kate accompanies Ashley as she meets with Henry. Ashley starts by genuinely informing Henry that she has spoken with Kate. However, she quickly veers into deception, claiming that Kate wants him to move on and be with her. This fabrication infuriates Kate. In retaliation, Kate continues to torment Ashley while she works with Dan at a wedding reception, forcing her to add extra liquor to her Cherry's Jubilee dessert. Dan, concerned for Ashley, persistently advises her to end her relationship with Henry. During the reception, as Ashley serves the Cherry's Jubilee in front of the newlyweds and their guests, a mishap occurs due to the incorrect liquor measurement, nearly causing a disastrous fire. Despite the trouble she gets into, Ashley stands up to Kate, asserting that she cannot prevent her from being with Henry and informing her about their upcoming date that weekend. Henry and Ashley do spend the weekend together at an inn, but Kate is determined to ruin their moment and reveals herself to Ashley as she intimately interacts with Henry. Later on, an elated Henry shares the news of his relationship with Ashley with Chloe. Chloe, however, is not pleased and confronts Ashley for taking advantage of her vulnerable brother. She takes back Kate's diary, and Henry, who coincidentally arrives at Ashley's place, discovers the deception. Realizing that Ashley has been lying to him, Henry promptly leaves, with Chloe following suit. Heartbroken and guilt-ridden, Ashley seeks solace in Dan's arms, expressing her remorse for deceiving Henry. In a surprising turn of events, Dan comforts Ashley and suddenly kisses her. Ashley is taken aback by Dan's unexpected confession and confronts him. She discovers that her gay best friend has been pretending all along and has been in love with her since they first met. Dan's admission reveals that he went into business with Ashley to be close to her. However, this revelation strains their friendship, and Dan silently leaves Ashley's apartment. Days later, Henry confronts Ashley about discrepancies between what she said about Kate and what's in the diary. Ashley finally comes clean, admitting that it started as a lie to help him move on. but Kate's ghost intervened and attempted to scare her away from him. She also confesses her genuine feelings for Henry, but he chooses to leave her. Subsequently, both Ashley and Henry try to move on with their lives and date other people, but their attempts are unsuccessful. One day, Dan approaches Ashley, apologizing to her. Recognizing how kind Dan has been to her, Ashley forgives him and decides to give him a chance to prove his love for her. Meanwhile, Kate observes Henry at the supermarket when the ice sculptor appears and helps her realize that her mission is to make Henry happy and allow him to be with Ashley. The sculptor's mission is to get Kate to do the right thing. With his mission complete, he bids Kate farewell before vanishing. Kate then visits Ashley to convince her to resume dating Henry. However, believing that Kate is bluffing, Ashley refuses and informs her that she is dating someone else and they are planning a trip to Las Vegas. Failing to persuade Ashley, Kate goes to Henry in an attempt to stop Ashley from leaving. Upon learning that Henry's parrot can convey her words to him, Kate seizes the opportunity to instruct Henry to go after Ashley at the airport. Taking the parrot with him, Henry takes a taxi to the airport, where he is compelled to purchase a plane ticket because the security guard won't allow him through without it. Henry and Kate eventually catch up with Ashley and Dan at the airport. Kate finally lets go of Henry and wishes him happiness with Ashley. With Kate's approval, Henry asks Ashley if she wants to be with him, and in order not to upset Kate again, Ashley agrees. They share a kiss, and eventually, Henry and Ashley decide to get married. Meanwhile, Chloe and Dan appear to be developing a special connection. As Ashley walks down the aisle during their wedding, she pauses midway to speak to Kate and express her gratitude for giving them her blessing. She promises to make Henry happy. With her mission completed, Kate leaves the church, smiling, and gets transported back to purgatory with the angel. After congratulating her, the angel requests to have the orb of true light that Kate has collected from her loved ones so she can move on. However, Kate, not understanding what the angel means, becomes defiant, and the angel disappears, leaving an irate Kate behind. If you are interested in such films, please proceed to the next video on the screen, and also share your thoughts about this film in the comments. Give us a like and subscribe. Goodbye.